Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to make a fall craft using items you can find at the Dollar Tree. So what we're going to be making is this little pumpkin patch stand. I thought it turned out really cute and I'm super excited to show you guys how to create this craft for yourselves.
Okay, so the supplies we're going to use are some of this Mod Podge. You can find the small bottles at Dollar Tree, some Dollar Tree twine. You're also going to need a pair of scissors and some paint brushes. So you need one for the paint and one for the Mod Podge. You're also going to need some hot glue, E6000 or Fix-All adhesive, some coordinating paint of your choice, some ribbon to match whatever paper and paint you decide to use for your project. You're also going to need some of these large crafting sticks from Dollar Tree, either some fabric or some scrapbooking paper. I found these at Hobby Lobby. You're going to need one of these stickers from Dollar Tree, one of these cat scratch boards from Dollar Tree, something to make stems with. I'm just using some leftover letters that I had, and some burlap leaves to decorate the top. I'm also going to use these leftover Easter eggs to make pumpkins, but they have wooden pumpkins right now at Dollar Tree, or you can just use a wooden circle. It's really up to your choice there. And then we need some wood grain contact paper. They do sell that at Dollar Tree. So let's begin. So we're going to cover both sides with paint and set it aside to dry. So I'm only going to paint one side of mine to start here because I want you guys to see how I put the sticks on the back. So I just cover this first pumpkin. It's going to be a pumpkin with white paint, and then I'm going to take the center out of this Easter egg because I want a large, medium, and small pumpkin in my project here. So I'm going to go ahead and then paint this medium-sized pumpkin. I'm going to go ahead and just leave that white paint right on that sponge brush, put a little bit of gray paint on the front of this pumpkin here, and then blend that together. I really like this effect because it actually makes it look like it has the stripes just like a pumpkin would, so it just kind of blends together. So you want to have it pretty well saturated with some white paint if you're going to mix it with the gray to get this effect. So then you want to kind of work along the sides at an angle, how I'm kind of going at an arc there, you can see, and that's going to make it look like it has those stripes of the pumpkin, which I really think turned out really cute. And we're going to paint some little stripes on this once this is dry, just to give it a little bit more detail. And you're just going to need a small paintbrush for that, but we're going to wait until this is completely dry to do that. So for the white pumpkin I made black stripes, the gray pumpkin I did white stripes, and then the other pumpkin has buffalo plaid. So we're going to use this buffalo plaid scrapbook paper to cover this wooden circle and make it look like a pumpkin. So I just trace this wooden circle that I had left over from an old project and then go ahead and cut that out as close as I can to fit the circle. So now taking the Mod Podge, I'm going to be pretty generous and squirt this right on this wooden circle. You can get these at Hobby Lobby, lots of places. They're pretty inexpensive. Dollar Tree sells them from time to time. And you're going to really saturate this piece of wood, making sure you pay close attention to the edges so that it really sticks down really well. And you're just going to rub the Mod Podge all over. And once that's all covered, you're going to take your scrapbook paper or fabric or whatever you choose to cover this with. Even a napkin would work. And you're going to rub out all of the bubbles and make sure that you don't have any creases, paying special attention to the edges. And then I'm also going to put another layer of Mod Podge over this. And then I'm going to paint 3 craft sticks white and paint the rim and back of each pumpkin, or you can cover them in contact paper. You're also going to paint some burlap leaves for the top. I painted mine to match, and I took some leftover letters I had from another project, and these are going to be the stems for my pumpkins. So what I did is I just took some of this contact paper that I had left over from Christmas time, and I covered the little letters, wrapping it like a present, and this is going to be my stems for the pumpkins. I thought it was kind of neat because pumpkins always have different stems depending, pumpkin to pumpkin. So I liked how they had the little curly tops and straight tops to make them look different. I just used some hot glue and some E6000 glue to attach those stems on the back of the pumpkins. So once that's done, we're going to go ahead and set that aside and then paint our stripes on the pumpkins. So for the white pumpkin, I put some dark gray stripes, and the gray pumpkin some white stripes. I also added some little letters to the top to give a little curly Q vine look up there. So then I'm going to take this scrapbooking paper and attach the word blessed from the sticker set from Dollar Tree. It was a little bit big, so I just tore the edges a little bit smaller to fit, and this is going to go onto our buffalo plaid pumpkin that we made earlier. So once I realized it was a little bit big, I just tore the sides, and once I got got it down to size. I'm just going to use the Mod Podge to attach this. So I just flip it over, put some Mod Podge on there, make sure that I rub it in really well, and make sure I pay special attention to the edges so that those stick really well. And once I have the Mod Podge on the back of it, I just attach it to the front of this pumpkin, and then I'm also going to put another layer of Mod Podge on the top of this little sticker in scrapbook paper. So then I put the word grateful on the gray pumpkin, cover that with some Mod Podge to make sure it stays, and then put thankful in the leaves on the white pumpkin and covered that with Mod Podge. So now taking my hot glue gun and some E6000 glue, I'm going to glue my pumpkins together in order so they say grateful, thankful, and blessed in that order. And I want to make sure that they're about even across the bottom because I still have to put the stands on there. So taking our cat scratch board, we are going to cover this in some wood grain contact paper, and this is going to look like a wood plank stand. And this is perfect because it has those little grooves in there, and we're just going to cut some little slits in the top to pop the popsicle sticks through, or the craft sticks through, to hold up the pumpkins. So you're just going to wrap this little piece of cardboard just like you would a present, working your way around and making sure to really smooth it out and get all the little bubbles and things out so it does look like a real piece of wood. So once I have that all done, I'm going to go ahead and start attaching the craft sticks to the pumpkins, but first I wanted to put some little bows at the top. So I just used some of this buffalo plaid ribbon. I got this at Hobby Lobby, but I did buy some at Dollar Tree about a month and a half ago, so they do carry it sometimes. They also had it in the red and black, so look out for that. You might be able to find it there. So once I just make a simple bow, I attach that to the top, as well as those little burlap leaves that I added a little bit of paint to coordinate with each pumpkin. So I just used hot glue for that. I didn't really bother with the E6000 because the bow is really light. So then I flip these Easter eggs over, which are now my pumpkins, and I attach these craft sticks. You really want to pay special attention when you're putting these on that you don't have one longer than the next. So use like a straight edge, the edge of a table, and just make sure you line them up so they all end up the same length at the bottom. So when you put them in the stand, they stand level. And you want them deep enough that they'll go all the way through the cardboard, but not sticking up too much above the cardboard because you don't want to be able to see them. So I put one craft stick on each side of the small pumpkins and then two on the large one, and then put some extra glue on the back there. You can also cover this in contact paper now that you have the sticks on. I just chose to paint mine. I cut the little holes in the bottom of the board just with the end of a pair of scissors, and then make sure you don't go too crazy with the hole. Then go ahead and pop those sticks through and put a little bit of hot glue at the bottom just to make sure that it stays in. Now taking your twine, you're going to just make a simple little bow, and any little stick that's showing in the front, just cover that up with the little bows, and that's it. This is the whole project finished. I just love the way this turned out.
Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
And please subscribe if you haven't already, and like and share this video. And here are some other videos you might also enjoy. Check back every Friday. I post Dollar Tree videos and show all that's new for the week.